My name is Lieutenant Colonel Jasmine Small Armstrong. It is a privilege to be your MC this morning. Brigadier General McBurnett will be deferring ruffles and flourishes to Major General Schultz as she is the distinguished speaker this morning. Please rise for the entrance of the official party. Brigadier General McBurnett, Board of Regents, distinguished guests, I am honored to present the spring graduating class of 2025. Colonel Orlando Griego, the Chief Academic Officer and Dean of Academics, and Colonel Jose Porras, the Vice Dean of Academics and High School Principal, will lead in the processional. Leading in our faculty will be Colonel Jared Farley, Faculty Senate Chair. Major William Wilson, Senior Academic Counselor, will lead in our class of graduates.
Please join me in prayer as we celebrate our graduates. Father, we thank you so much for this graduating class of 2025. Thank you for the friends and for the memories that were made. Thank you for the mentors and instructors that poured into their lives. Thank you for the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge that has been attained. As this chapter of their lives close, so a new one begins. Help them to use the knowledge gained through their education for the good of all, and to bring you glory in their thoughts, words, and deeds. Thank you for equipping these young men and women with the ability to live out the virtues of duty, honor, and achievement. Lord, we ask and pray for your blessings over these cadets. Help them to be strong and courageous as you lead them to the places that you're going to take them. Give them the fortitude to stand firm in faith and to see goodness even in the face of obstacles and challenges. Lord, I pray that love and faithfulness never leave them, but they bind these virtues around their necks and write them on the tablets of their hearts, so that they will find favor and a good name in the sight of God and people. Help them to trust you with all of their hearts and lean not on their own understanding. I pray that they acknowledge you in all their ways and that you guide their paths. We ask this in your glorious name. Amen.
Thank you. Now may I present the Dean of Academics.
On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, welcome to NMMI. We are honored to have you attend this great celebration and day honoring our graduates. Let me first introduce the dignitaries on the stage and in the audience. Joining me on stage, Brigadier General Boris W. McBurnett, Superintendent and President, Major General Dustin or Dusty A. Schultz, Commencement Speaker, Ms. Christina Montoya, Board of Regents President, Colonel Thomas Tate, Commandant of Cadets, United States Army retired, Colonel Jose Porras, Vice Dean of Academics and High School Principal, Colonel Jose Boron, Athletic Director, is out in our audience as well, and in the audience as well is Mr. Thomas Jennings, Board of Regents member, and Brigadier General Kaylee Keel, Board Regents member. Most importantly, we welcome the families who supported our fine cadets and graduates. Congratulations, cadets, on meeting the requirements and challenges of NMMI. And now I have the honor and privilege to introduce the 20th Superintendent and President of NMMI. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the podium Brigadier General Boris W. McBurnett.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and members of the graduating class of New Mexico Military Institute. Today we celebrate a significant milestone in your lives. Congratulations on your special day. As the 20th President and Superintendent of this esteemed institution, it is my privilege to acknowledge your commitment and perseverance. You have passed every test, and you are ready to step into society, continuing as students or contributing as employees. The New Mexico Military Institute has a long-standing tradition of excellence, instilling in its cadets the values of duty, honor, and achievement. These principles will serve as your compass, guiding you through life's complexities and helping you make decisions with integrity and courage. As you move forward, remembering the words of C.S. Lewis, integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching. Strive for excellence in all areas, and while perfection is not expected, a commitment to excellence and dedication to achieving your goals is essential. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Out of adversity comes opportunity." As future leaders, you must adapt to rapidly changing situations and respond to unexpected problems with resilience. Adversity is not the time to quit. It is the time to test your character. Nelson Mandela said, "I never lose. I either win or I learn." Apply this to your personal lives. Learn from every experience, even those that seem negative at the time. Always strive to be the best version of yourself. Use every opportunity to learn and make better decisions. This will lead you to becoming a better leader in the long term. Success is visible, but the passion and hard work behind it is not always seen. May the next chapter in your life bring you many opportunities to achieve great things. We believe in you. Remember, resilience is about learning from setbacks, making necessary changes, and continuing toward your goals. Life is a series of events to learn from, combined with the spirit of continuous improvement. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Brigadier General McBurnett. NMMI is about culture and tradition. Our culture is that of a military school, and one of our cherished military traditions is recognition of outstanding performance. That is in keeping with our motto, duty, honor, and achievement. Recognizing our valedictorians of the respective classes fits that tradition. This year, we are privileged to have two valedictorians, Cadet Victor Barbosa and Cadet Matthew Cow. Each earned a 4.0 GPA in a very rigorous program. Speaking first will be Cadet Victor Barbosa.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to believe that we're here right now. 3 years ago, I stepped off a plane in Roswell, New Mexico, coming from a humble place in Brazil. I was born in San Francisco and raised in Montes Claros, and I didn't know anyone. I barely spoke English. I was 16, and honestly, I was intimidated by the future. But I had a dream. I didn't come from a place of comfort or privilege. I came from a place where dreams are far away from our reality. But that's exactly why I had to chase mine with everything I had. And let me be honest, the journey wasn't easy. There were moments I felt like giving up, nights when I stayed up studying English until my brain couldn't take it anymore. Days when I felt like I didn't belong. But I pushed through, because deep down, I knew I couldn't fail the people who believed in me. And for my parents, who are here today, who traveled the globe just to see me. Papai, mamãe, vocês me ensinaram a nunca desistir. Cada passo que eu dou é por vocês. Obrigado por acreditarem em mim. E mesmo quando tudo parecia impossível, eu amo vocês. And what I just said in Portuguese is, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because of your sacrifices and everything I've learned here at MMI, I'm proud to say that I've been accepted to the University of Notre Dame with a full ride scholarship. But I'm not stopping there. I want to become a doctor. And since I was a young kid, I said I wanted to study medicine in the USA. I plan on attending Harvard Medical School after graduating from Notre Dame, and I want to return to Brazil to help other kids from the same background as me and build the kind of future we use only to dream about. And to my classmates, the class of 2025, we made it. We have been through it all. Morning formations, uniform checks, Mustang Battalion, and Commandant's time. But we didn't break. We rose. And now we're about to take the next step. But wherever you go, remember that this place taught us. NMMI isn't just about marching in grades. It is about discipline. It is about integrity. It's about becoming someone who doesn't back down when things get hard, but about becoming someone who stands taller in any trouble, in any problem. So don't forget this moment. Don't forget who you are. Because if a kid from the Brazilian countryside can stand here today, then anything's possible for all of us. Class of 2025, our journey is just beginning. Let's go change the world. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce our other valedictorian, Matthew Cow.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to keep this speech really short and sweet. I want to start off by thanking my families, friends, and especially especially the teachers, who have guided us with patience and dedication in these last 4 years. To all the families who supported us and made it possible to be here today, truly, thank you. Lastly, to the graduates, whatever you choose to pursue after NIMI, I wish you all the luck and success in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, cadets, for your fine messages. At this time, I want to welcome Ms. Christina Montoya, Vice President of the Board of Regents, to introduce our guest speaker.
Good morning. I am really thrilled to be able to welcome and introduce my fellow NMMI sister here, and very distinguished and esteemed alumna. So Major General Dusty Schultz is a highly accomplished senior military leader, renowned for her expertise in Army cyber intelligence and space operations, both in the United States and Latin America. Throughout her distinguished career, she has been handpicked for key leadership roles supporting the Department of Defense. And in these roles, Dusty has developed strategic solutions to complex challenges, drawing on her extensive experience in international collaboration to achieve equitable outcomes. Her deep understanding of U.S. representation in Latin America, working with foreign dignitaries, and cultivating trust-based relationships has been a cornerstone of her success. This expertise earned her a permanent membership on the prestigious Council on Foreign Relations. Dusty's ability to think at scale allows her to develop multinational strategies with clear vision and executable milestones. A natural leader, Dusty excels in interpersonal and communication skills in both English and Spanish. Guided by a strong sense of values and ethics, she possesses an internal compass that drives her decision-making, and she's exceptional at building cohesive, high-performing teams and understanding the critical importance of mentoring future leaders. And Dusty is a change agent skilled at resolving complex strategic alignment issues with innovative solutions. After years of dedicated government service, Dusty retired from her final role as Director of Intelligence at U.S. Southern Command. There she oversaw global operations focused on countering malign state actor activities in Latin America. She played a pivotal role in integrating AI and machine learning and enhancing multinational collaboration and creating a unified intelligence platform that bridged public and private sector data, streamlining decision-making for governments and the private sector and NGOs. Dusty also significantly shaped Army cyberspace operations, electronic warfare, and information operations as the Army Director of Strategic Operations, advising the Chief of Staff of the Army. Her strategic vision led to the decoupling of the U.S. Army Reserve Command and the Office of the Chief of the Army Reserve, improving efficiencies, streamlining processes, and reducing redundancies. As a crisis response leader and disaster management expert, Dusty led response efforts during Hurricanes Irma and Maria as Commanding General of the 1st Mission Support Command in Puerto Rico. Her command was critical in orchestrating initial operations across multiple strategic areas, where her fluency in Spanish and outstanding collaboration with various services, local government, and the community proved invaluable. Dusty holds multiple degrees in strategy and is committed to lifelong learning outside of her professional endeavors. She enjoys spending time with her husband, David, also an alumnus, I'm going to say, their children and 5 grandchildren, and her hobbies include cooking and equestrian activities. Please welcome Major General Dusty Schultz.
Can't move the mic, so I'm not used to standing still. Students, faculty, regents, my friend, Joan, Bernadette, friends and families, supporters, cadets, Team New Mexico Military Institute. It's an honor to be here today because I remember sitting in your seats. If you'll just humor me for a moment, and please don't get too panicked, but when I was sitting in your seats, I had a flat top. It's kind of scary. I was known for spending my spare time with a rucksack full of books, trying to learn how to do the duck walk so I could move faster rucking because it didn't come easy to me. And believe me, I became a rucking queen. But little did I think when I was sitting in your seats that I would ever be here today. Yesterday, I had the good fortune of walking around this incredible school and being reminded of the history, the legacy, and the truth it represents. And what I've got to say is each of you matter. And each of you need to think about today, and this is your time. Take the lessons that you have learned here and use them. Now, if you'll humor me, I'll give you a quick story, and then I'm going to apply it back to your life. So there I was, just landed in paradise. I had never been to Puerto Rico. It was pretty special. I landed there with my husband and a dog and 2 cats, and we thought we were going to be bored. I thought the Army had made a mistake. They had made me the commanding general of all the federal forces in the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. It had to be a mistake. Who sends a general to go to paradise? And I had read everything about the organization, and they were ready. I met my surgeon, who is, I found out, an Army Reserve colonel and a neurosurgeon. And I was pretty impressed by him, pretty exceptional individual. And I started meeting the soldiers and the individuals, and I found out quickly that they were people of heart and creativity, most of which came from very humble backgrounds. I myself come from a pretty humble background. I spent my days as a kid on the back of a Shetland pony, barefoot, a little ragamuffin, as my mother would call me. And my mother was not allowed to go to college. Her father said that girls don't go to college. And I tell you, I went from that and moved forward in life to New Mexico Military Institute, and then 30-some years later, I'm in Puerto Rico. I'm in Puerto Rico, and all of a sudden my boss calls me and says, "Hey, have you been watching the news?" And I politely say, "Hey, no. I'm looking for a house." He says, "Well, you need to go ahead and sign the paperwork and just take command now." "Thank you, the ceremony is on Sunday. I look forward to seeing you." He said, "No." He said, "A hurricane's heading your way. The guy you're taking command from is stuck in the continental United States and can't get to Puerto Rico. You're taking command now." So I signed the paperwork, and I assessed who I had on my team. And the hotel I was staying at did a polite thing, and they boarded up the windows that I was in and set a note underneath the door and said, "We'll be back in a few days." So there I am with my husband, the dog, and 2 cats, thinking, what are we going to do? And that's also when I started talking to my service members, my team members. You are a team here, and you will be a legacy team. And your resiliency and forge going forward is based on your resiliency. Well, my team there forged, and before I knew it, We had no power on the island. We had no cell towers. We had no electricity, but what we had was people. People with their heads and their hearts linked. And we were able to rally them together. I had to get on the AM radio station in Spanish and say, if you can, come to work. And why am I telling you that? You're like, why am I hearing about hurricanes? I'm graduating. Because that critical moment in my life where I had to make decisions and empower and inspire people only came because I had the tools. And the tools that I needed to be a leader were founded and forged here at New Mexico Military Institute. Duty, honor, and achievement. Now, my husband, he's not going to be happy with me. He used to be the honor board chairman when I was here. He's not going to be happy for me saying that. He has always been my sounding board. And we've had numerous conversations like, oh, in the Army's concept of Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage, which is important? Which is the most important? And I think it's the one that fits in with duty, honor, and achievement, and it's integrity. Integrity of person. How do you have the strength of person? This is your day. Be the strong person that you know you can be. And strong is not being strong in good times. Strong is being strong in your worst moment. In your worst moment, when you have, whether it's physical electricity or emotional electricity gone out, and you feel alone and there's no one there, you need to know that you are part of a team. And even if you can't feel that team at that moment, they are there. When I got on the AM radio station to my soldiers in Puerto Rico, I had grandmothers and grandfathers sharing the message to their soldiers saying, you need to report now. Let's get you there. We need to help our people. I will tell you that when your lights go out and you feel like there's no electricity, there is a team. And you need to let that team in and help you and help the building of your future. This is your moment. Use your knowledge. Use your heart and your head and link them. Duty, honor, achievement is real. And your resilience is your strength. It is your hope. Because I would ask each one of you, I would ask the graduating class to stand up. Stand up. I want you to turn around and look out there. Every person out there is on your team, and they want you to win. Go ahead and sit down. Let's give them a round of applause. They're on your team. This is your moment. Live duty, honor, and achievement. The bonds you have forged will last forever. You do not know where the person is today, where they will be in 30 years. I was not the distinguished graduate at New Mexico Military Institute. I worked hard and I learned a lot. But I was mildly dyslexic and I had a lot of work to do in order to get to that bar. Why do I tell you that? Because with hard work and consistency, you can get there. That's how you get achievement. It's not the win, the one-time win. It's the thousands of times doing it the right way when no one else is watching, and that's how you get life wins. And when you're in that key moment, how do you speak up? How do you speak up and be the voice for others? So you have a community here that's for you. This is your moment, and you have tools. And I would say that the community here also goes beyond those sitting in the seats cheering you on, but your class members will show up at the most interesting times in your life. I am still in contact today with numerous classmates who are in pivotal positions in our world, and it's been an honor. And I know that we have the fabric of duty, honor, and achievement woven in who we are. Own that. Seize the moment and bring the best to this world, because you are the hope. You are the legacy for the future. We all want a better world, but guess what? You're at the start line. Run fast, run hard, and achieve it. Thank you.
Thank you. So, ma'am, thank you for your words. They were really poignant at this time. And as someone who has watched you, admired your career from a distance, it was really great for me to be able to reach out to you when I took this position, knowing that you had walked this post as these cadets are doing now, and someone who I probably in one of my first moves said, hey, I need you to come be the speaker for graduation. So thank you for embracing that and being here today. And I just wanted to give you a token of our appreciation. So we'll hold this for you.
We now turn to what we have all been waiting for, the graduation ceremony. I ask the audience to look at your program where you will see the names of each of the graduates and the places where they will pursue the next phase of their education. Cadets who show particular distinction and scholarship at NMMI are offered the opportunity of graduating with highest honors, with high honors, and with honors, the names of which of these individuals are identified in your program in their graduation order of merit and will receive a diploma in that same order. To graduate with highest honors, a cadet must graduate with at least a 3.75 GPA. Will the graduates with highest honors please rise, remain standing, and be recognized? To graduate with high honors, a cadet must graduate with at least a 3.5 GPA. Will the graduates with high honors please rise, remain standing, and be recognized? To graduate with honors, a cadet must graduate with at least a 3.25 GPA. Will the cadet graduates with honors please rise, remain standing, and be recognized? And will all the rest of the candidates please rise and remain standing? All our other cadets. It is now my honor to certify the candidates. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the New Mexico Military Institute and the State of New Mexico, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I do hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have been certified, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. To each of you, and in the name of your esteemed faculty, I offer our sincere congratulations. We could not be more proud of everything that all of you have accomplished at this place. It's now time to award the diplomas. Graduates, please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce Colonel Jose Porras, Vice Dean of Academics and High School Principal.
It is our pleasure now to present the NMMI diplomas to the graduates. Brigadier General McBurnett will present the diplomas. Joining him will be Major General Dustin Dusty A. Schultz, commencement speaker, Mrs. Christina Montoya, Board of Regents Vice President, Colonel Orlando Griego, Chief Academic Officer and Dean of Academics, Colonel Thomas Tate, Commandant of Cadets, and myself. Director of Alumni Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Chris Ward, and Global Admissions Director, Lieutenant Colonel Christina Stark will be presenting their respective coins to the eligible graduates as they exit stage. Major William Wilson, please bring forward the graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present the NMMI High School graduating class of 2025. Victor Emmanuel Barbosa Nunez de Silva, São Francisco, Minas Gerais, Brazil. Matthew Min Cao, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Lauren Assis Mafor, Manhuacho, Minas Gerais, Brazil. Tegan Patrick Maloney, Roswell, New Mexico. Sara Stacanelli Perez, Divinopolis, Minas Gerais, Brazil. Stephen Shu, Roswell, New Mexico. Don't you start crying. Dewey Ba Nguyen, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Hung Thi Nguyen, Hanoi, Vietnam. Enzi Chen Carujo, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Giovanna Eduarda Silva Leal de Souza, Sete Lagoas, Minas Gerais, Brazil. John Tegan Sandoval, McAllen, Texas. Noah Reyes Martinez, Sapeo, New Mexico. La Cynthia Ann Jimenez, Farmington, New Mexico. Logan James Reedy, Raton, New Mexico. Alexei Yemelinov, Chantilly, Virginia. Agustin Lopez Leisure, Las Cruces, New Mexico. Elizabeth Sharon Garcia Marquez, Acapulco, Guerrero, Mexico. Octavian Sage Chavez, Meridian, Idaho. Jacob Ethan Hayes, Canadian, Texas. Samuel Aaron McCargish, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Let's go. Michael Carper Lackey, Roswell, New Mexico. Arthur K.C. Cooper, Waray, Thailand. Alexander Norton Kramer, Los Lunas, New Mexico. Howard Fielding Chandler II, Fort Worth, Texas. Sydney Jolie Robbins, Chula Vista, California. Matthew James Bright Simonza, Danville, California. Cale Michael Taylor, Roswell, New Mexico. Taiki Egawa Presserpon, Prawet, Bangkok, Thailand. Brenda Maria Garcia Trevor, Caborca, Sonora, Mexico. Hey. Molly Suzanne Ryan, Prescott Valley, Arizona. Jonas Timothy Pope, Roswell, New Mexico. Nicolás Barcenas Barbieri, Guaymas, Sonora, Mexico. Genesis Maya Chavez, Clovis, New Mexico. Isaac Nathaniel Cummins, Belton, Texas. Maximiliano Galvez Espriella, Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. Mason Barrett Hicks, Roswell, New Mexico. Beverly May Hilton, Dexter, New Mexico. Stop. Xavier Roy Johnson, Peoria, Arizona. Tordi Kalulu, Eche Rivers, Nigeria. Jose Pablo Lerma Gutierrez, Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. Caroline Grace Lindsay, Angel Fire, New Mexico. Diego Martinez Torreon, Coahuila, Mexico. Carolina Mesa Carrasco, Puerto Peñasco, Sonora, Mexico. Austin Raymond Mills, Waterloo, New York. Luis Molina Mojara, Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. John Elliott Nikomoff, Bel Air, Texas. Lorenzo Perral Lopez, Navajoa, Sonora, Mexico. Cleary Miles Riley, Las Cruces, New Mexico. I know. Cole Alexander Seidenberger, Alto, New Mexico. Kelly Smith, Kaneohe, Hawaii. Javier Yepis Galindo, Hermosillo, Mexico. Weston Yin Zhang, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
On behalf of the New Mexico Military Institute family, congratulations to the graduates of 2025. At this time, I would like to introduce the Commandant of Cadets, Colonel Thomas Tate, United States Army, retired.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the graduates and your families, I'd like to thank the Institute staff who planned and executed the commencement ceremonies today and express my appreciation to faculty, administrators, and alumni who gave their time today to participate. Thank you very, very much. Your presence means a great deal to our graduates. Also in the back, we have Chad and John as our IT. This is being live streamed around the world to those who can't make it today. So folks, let's give them a hand for that great work. Thank you. Graduates, it is time to turn your class ring around to signify your graduation. If you forget which goes where, remember that you wear the ring with the class year to the outside so that you can see the letters NMMI facing you, reminding you of your alma mater. I would ask everyone to please stand as I invite Lieutenant Colonel Scott Brackentripp, Choir Director, to lead us in the singing of our alma mater, Old Post.
This is our alma mater. This is our stalwart institute. We'll have her always on our way. Memories are with us day by day. We will remember cadets marching. We will remember cadets playing, and bugles in the sunrise all of our life beneath blue skies. These are the things that cannot vanish, no matter where we go. Old friends, old post, place we love most, in you our hearts will grow.
Okay, graduates, listen up. Graduates, families, and guests are invited to a reception at Pixie Field following our ceremony, which is off to your left and my right. So at this time, graduates, one final time, you are dismissed. Congratulations.